He about to tear the roof off.
And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have...
He's checked in for Kerr. And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. On the court for Indiana. Neesmith on the wing. He's paired with Mathurin. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. And it's Halliburton in at the point. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, yes, Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. The first thing Coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese Halliburton. He said to me, Tyrese is who makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Kevin, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Halliburton. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Here's Neesmith. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Horford in the post, covered by Siakam. A second chance effort. Here's Butler. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
You see the defensive instincts there. That's what makes Green one of the best.
Pulls up from the corner. MP, no good. Pacers trail by 9. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Here's Neesmith. A shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Neesmith has got 5.
Boy, Neesmith competing with confidence. That is a big-time answer from deep.
Mr. Perfect. Another miss by MP.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
And a wide-open look for Halliburton. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. MP finds Green. Back to MP. There's the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Neesmith. Now here's Jackson. Halliburton outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. McConnell and Nembhard at guard. We'll be topping out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Furphy in at the three. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal, trying to answer back with a three of his own there.
Now, here's Siakam. He started close. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Toppin.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Butler in the corner. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Butler's got 6.
Now, there's certain places on the floor that Jimmy Butler will let it fly from 3. Right there, he has a nice-looking jumper.
Nembhard banked in off the glass.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And here's MP for 3. Off the mark, and he's 2 of 8 for the game.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Butler kicks to MP, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And that one against the Pistons. I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Back to you.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Nembhard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Nembhard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers. Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Butler from outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Here's Mathurin, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Warriors miss again.
Just, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
MP finds Butler. And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Siakam throws it down.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
MP dishes to Kerr. Back to MP. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Mathurin, good.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Well, their passage to MP. Another miss by MP.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Efficiency, so far not a part of this game plan. Taking outrageous shots on the other end. It's the best way.
And let's focus now on the Rookie of the Year contenders. Some great. And that is it for halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out. Checked in for the Warriors. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Hield and Butler will slot in at the small and power forwards. Curry is out there with MP, and it's Green in at the 5, down low. That's the Warriors' 5. The shot by Nembhard and nobody around. Misses the 3.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, and yet somehow comes away empty.
Golden State moving the ball around. Count it. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. That 3 off the mark. Warriors trail by 19. Down low. And stolen by Siakam. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Back to Nembhard. Got a piece of it. Pass to Mathurin. Halliburton for 3. Draymond Green with the rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
A shot by Curry, no good.
I'll give him a ton of credit here. He is trying to make plays, but nothing right now helping his team.
And it's in there. 16 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the wing, MP. And the Warriors miss again. Pass to Halliburton. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Halliburton's got 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Benedict Mathurin has been leading the charge for the Indiana Pacers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Indiana, McConnell and Nembhard at guard. Shepherd out there with Toppin. And it's Siakam in at the 5 spot. And here's MP for 3.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
Fires the three. Toppin can't get it to go. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And here's MP for three. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Podziemski. The three from MP. Another miss by MP.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Nembhard for three, and Indiana another three.
Well, Andrew Nembhard steps into that in good rhythm. Nice catch and shoot opportunity.
Back to Butler. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Kuminga kicks to Butler. 6 to shoot. Over Shepherd. And it's good. Good time running down on the shot clock.
Now, this is his confidence. This is his sweet spot. The mid-range for Jimmy Butler, that's money.
Pass to Nembhard. From outside the arc, Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And another basket for Golden State.
I think defensively, you're thinking you have to play Butler to drive it, right? So he senses that and pulls up on a dime.
Here's Siakam, and he converts the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Puts up a three. Hands it from downtown.
Nembhard from distance. My goodness, let him go.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Podziemski in the corner. And here's MP for three. Sinks the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pacers.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Siakam up top. Lets it go from 14. The rebound by Post.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Siakam pulls it in. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Nembhard. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Now, here's MP. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
A tough loss for you tonight, MP. Did the defense do anything special to throw you off, or was this loss more about your team and your approach?
We just didn't have what it takes to. Me especially, I got to get my guys involved more as a leader. Assist numbers were way too low, but I'm confident we'll clean all that up and get a win next time out. Because we have to. Because losing like this makes me sick.
Better luck next time, MP.
Thanks.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer. Thank you.